I started with Federal Signal in 2017 after retiring as a police officer. Mark Corvell, Senior Sales Manager for the Central Region at Federal Signal. I was a police officer for over 22 years, serving 2 different communities here in the state of Texas. So when I started in law enforcement in the 1990s, I was exposed to Federal Signal with the Vector bar. My agency at the time was currently using that particular bar. Not necessarily looking to retire from law enforcement. I actually went up to the factory at Federal Signal at University Park, talked to several people up at the park, saw the technology, saw the products, and couldn't quite understand why my current agency at the time was not using those products, and I saw the difference. The day-to-day patrol operations, typically an officer is going to use their lights and or their sirens during that shift, which makes it a mobile office. It's not necessarily a vehicle, it's actually their mobile office during their day-to-day operations. In those times, you have different types of calls that you'll have to respond to, which is very important because in emergency situations, it's important for the officer to get there as quickly as possible, but also as safely as possible. So at the end of the day, when you're approaching intersections, whether you're conducting traffic stops, responding to a call in a neighborhood, an industrial park, all of these are one and the same. However, Federal Signal actually does research with third parties and focus on the optics, and they focus on the sound elements. So it sets themselves apart because both their optics and their sound elements are designed to be seen and heard 500 feet and beyond where the public would actually see the first responder. So as a retired police officer, it's very important for me to give back to my brothers and sisters in blue, to educate them on Federal Signal products and how they set themselves apart from all other light manufacturers. At Federal Signal, their products are actually engineered to reduce fatalities and serious bodily injury for both first responders and the community members that they serve. As a retired police officer, I highly encourage all law enforcement agencies to go to fedsig.com, contact their local rep, request a side-by-side vehicle comparison, and experience the difference. Because at Federal Signal, they've got your 6.